Hi, I'm Peter Ilgenfritz, and I'm the interim pastor at the Congregational Church of Boothbay Harbor, Maine, and it's good to be with you today. This is our midweek in these days, a chance to pause and reflect on how we are doing in the midst of these days. One thing I've been reminded of again and again and again is how we're going through these days is so different. All of us are experiencing something about what it's like to live through this historical period of a global pandemic. But how we are going through these days depends so much on the room that we're in. This is my little room here at the Congregational Church on Sunday mornings. I mean, this is the place where our congregation meets and how we meet. So different than how we used to meet in those olden days when people used to wake up in the morning and rush off to church, grab the kids, come here, sit in a pew, give each other handshakes and hugs, hold hands for the benediction. What were we thinking? We all live in very, very different rooms today. And what's the room like where you are living? I mean, just look around. What's there? What's not there? Is your room a good place to be? A safe place to be? Or is it not a good place to be? Not safe? Is there any beauty in your little room? Is your room in a hospital? Is your room in a nursing home? Are you in your apartment in assisted living? Or is your room full of children and full of noise and you trying to figure out how to work and teach the kids all in the same day? Do you like who's in the room with you? Or do you find yourself all alone? How we are going through these days so depends on the room that we're in. But this morning, here at church, we heard what perhaps for some of us might be a familiar story. I mean, it's after Easter. And, well, Jesus keeps showing up in these rooms. I mean, what they call the resurrected Jesus. Very different than Jesus used to be. I mean, he's not a first century Palestinian Jew with a beard and a robe. No, it's different. I mean, this Jesus like walks through walls or ends up where? In people and with people, in social isolation. All of the stories of the resurrection appearances of Jesus show up in locked rooms or out on a little boat, a little vessel. Which seems to me some kind of word of hope, perhaps. That there, in our room, no matter what your room is like, that something, anything of what you might mean, of God with us and among us, might be there in the room with you already. But all you have to do is look around and find it. And that maybe everything that we mean by Jesus in the room, God in the room, doesn't need us to do anything, but only this. To what Jesus does with the disciples, again and again, as he shows up in these locked rooms, in these communities of social isolation, he says, peace. Be still. That maybe all we have to do is not do anything, but breathe in something. To breathe in peace and to breathe out anxiety. To breathe in, be still, and to breathe out fear. To breathe in everything that is God, and to breathe out everything that keeps us from being present here. To breathe, to wonder, to watch, to wait and to see what is here. I mean, in all of here. And in all of it, through all of it, peace. Be still. We're finding our way. We're finding our way through together to the new life that awaits on the other side of the lake.